A very good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen from across the globe. We take great pleasure in having you with us for this August gathering to launch the DLC Global Security and Cybersecurity Committee. Ladies and gentlemen, we give you Jimmy Mistry.
Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, from whichever part of the world you are in right now. It gives me great pleasure to welcome all of you from DLC headquarters in Mumbai. It's been an amazing journey and an experience for the last 14 months. Each day, speaking to some of the finest men and women of eminence across the world. You guys have blown my mind away. And the more I speak, the more humbled and the more small I feel. Because there's such great, amazing personalities between us, within the 2,200 people as our honorary committee members across the world. Without much ado, let's invite some of the most prolific and finest speakers across this evening. And I would like to invite our guest of honor from DLC Singapore. We've got Kerry Singleton, MD Cybersecurity, CISCO, with 2 decades of expertise in the security and IT industry. Kerry features in BBC, Asia Finance, and Future CIO on a regular basis. Author at Cisco News Network, we welcome Kerry without much ado.
So thank you, Jimmy, and your team for having me here today. I'm really excited to be here as one of the guests of honor in the cyber and cybersecurity community for Della's Leaders Club. As you said, I've been working in IT for approximately 25 years and in cybersecurity for about 20 years. It's a domain that's constantly changing and evolving, and there is no lack of work for any of us out there. Look, the pandemic has fundamentally changed the way we do work, the way we do business across industries, verticals. But the problem is it's opened the doors for opportunities for bad actors to exploit customers. The attack surface has expanded out to people's homes, personal devices, and into the cloud, which all of us are concerned about. Cybersecurity is an area I feel really strong about, and my advice is we need to do the basics well at the foundational level, because it can become very complicated very quickly if we're not careful. As I said, with the distributed remote workforce, we've really fundamentally changed the way we're connecting from any location, any device. So it's important we protect devices, we protect users. As a leader in this domain, personally, I want to give back to the global community. I want to help others out there the best I can. It's important we educate everybody in cybersecurity. It's important cybersecurity in every business, at the ground level, all the way up to the board level in organizations. And I feel very strongly about DLC, and I appreciate the opportunity to be here and help educate my fellow members. So thank you once again. I really appreciate it, Jimmy.
Kerry, thank you. I have one more request of you, Kerry, is to launch a committee
Please.
video, which our team backend has put together. Thank you. Kerry, I hope you liked it, and I hope all of you liked a small section of what we showed it to you today. Thank you.
Brilliant, thank you.
Kerry, what resonates with you in DLC?
I mean, it's a lot of what you're talking about and around your sort of whole ethos behind it. It's about the community. It's about being able to contribute as a global team. So we're not just stuck in our little bubbles within our own companies or in our own verticals, even our own sort of geographies as well. So I find it absolutely brilliant. I've already reached out and connected with many of the members here today. And it's, cybersecurity is an important industry. We're not going to protect the world by ourselves. We need to do it as a community, as a group, as a team. So those aspects I find really, really important. How you brought everybody together, I think it's absolutely fantastic.
Thank you. I would like to invite our next guest of honor for the evening from our DLC Dubai chapter, Roger Sels, leads Blackberry Solutions. Roger was the founding Chief Information Security Officer, Dark Matter LLC, cybersecurity consulting firm serving mainly the government, defense and intelligence agencies. He's held the highest security clearances from multiple governments, carried out large global security transformation programs in more than 72 countries in 5 continents. Roger, a warm welcome from all of us across at DLC.
Thank you, Jimmy. It's great to be here with you today. And I'm really excited for this launch. I had been looking forward to it for a long time. And it's great to see what you and the team have achieved in such a small amount of time, despite the strong headwinds that we've all had in our communities. Regarding myself, maybe I'll just share, you've already highlighted a few points. Maybe I can highlight what's not on my resume and what kind of pushed me into a cybersecurity career. So I'm one of these people that taught himself English using a computer when I was 6 or 7 years old. Eventually, with computer games, figured out it's not letting me do something that I'd like to do. And I can manipulate things in memory to get an item, to get past a level. And that awakened an interest in cybersecurity. So I will always say this is my 10 years of hobby before I started my career. In my career, you can see 3 large segments where I've gone from penetration testing, so attacking organizations, then building large defense capabilities, and ultimately setting up new security programs in large environments. What excited me about the chance and opportunity you're offering to share this expertise with the people in the committee, or actually the wider community, is that there are other business leaders that today struggle with cybersecurity. Kerry mentioned it. It's imperative that you get cybersecurity right to protect your bottom line, to protect your top line, and to grow the business and maintain client trust. But it is so difficult to find good resources and to know where to look. So from this perspective, I'm honored to be here, and I hope to contribute to the wider community and not just the cybersecurity community. Thank you.
Thank you, Roger. Have another to launch our LinkedIn page. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks a lot, Roger. We proceed to invite our next speaker this evening, a friend and somebody who's contributed to the founding of DLC right from the beginning and advised and guided, Burgess Cooper. Burgess is a partner and deputy leader, Ernst & Young India. He has won the CISO 100 title for 3 consecutive years and was a former chief technology and security officer for Vodafone. Regular speaker and jury member at BCCI, Ashokam, CII, eCrime forums, and many more. He has been awarded the DSCI NASSCOM Telecom Security Leader of the Year, Privacy Leader of the Year, Best Privacy Implementation Partner.
Thanks, Jimmy, for having me here. As we continue to work and live in an increasingly borderless world, accentuated by the pandemic, cybersecurity is moved from a server room to a boardroom issue, and increasingly is the top 5 risk for any CEO. And I'm so happy and proud that DLC will now proceed to the now, next, and beyond in making cybersecurity a much more safer world, and for all of us to thrive and sort of increasing our business profit. So congratulations and all the very best. I'm so happy and passionate to be part of your growth story.
Thanks, Burgess. Lovely speaking with you, and would love to introduce our next guest, Dr. Pavan Duggal from the DLC Delhi chapter. Dr. Pavan Duggal, practicing advocate, Supreme Court of India. He is one of the top 4 cyber lawyers around the world, an internationally renowned expert, authority on cyber law. Mr. Duggal has also been credited to having done the pioneering work in the field of mobile law, convergence law, and darknet law. He is the president of Cyberlaw Asia, Asia's pioneering organization committed to the passing of dynamic cyber laws in Asian continent.
Thanks, Jimmy, for your vision, for creating the DLC. Today, the coming into force and implementation of the DLC actually represents a new beginning, a new era. And this is also coinciding as the pandemic is slowly coming to a close. We are beginning to walk towards a new cyber age. In my new book, New Cyber World Order Post-COVID-19, I've argued that in this new cyber world order that is waiting for us, cybersecurity breaches will be our day-to-day companion. Now, cybersecurity, apart from getting extremely relevant, has also opened up a Pandora's box. It has ushered in the Antarctic age, where just about any country across the world is increasingly wanting to go ahead and expand the scope of its cyber sovereignty by coming up with their own dedicated national cybersecurity laws. Globally, it's a policy vacuum. No international cybersecurity law, but countries are now coming up with their national cybersecurity laws. But one thing is very clear. Cybersecurity is not just Pandora's box from the technical standpoint. It's going to be a humongous exposure from legal angles, not just fines, compensations, but more significantly, jail time and also imprisonment of various kinds is what various countries are waiting for. So in this entire new ecosystem, the legal, policy and regulatory issues pertaining to cybersecurity assume far more significance as we help collate the emerging cybersecurity legal developments at the International Commission on Cybersecurity Law. I believe that this particular platform, and specifically this committee, is going to do yeoman service, as today is the time that we have all to share knowledge and also to learn from each other's experience. Thank you and all the best.
Thank you, and it's a pleasure to have you with us. I would like to invite our director, Shilpi Singh, across.
Now we would like to invite our next guest of honor, Mr. Hemen Vimadalal, CEO iCosmos Block ID from New York chapter. Hemant has built and invested in multiple startups with meaningful exits valued over $1.5 billion and has been awarded EY Entrepreneur of the Year in 2016. Welcome, Hemen.
Thank you, Shilpi. Thank you, Jimmy, for putting this together. I'm really excited to be a part of this group and share the wealth of knowledge that everyone has out here. Cybersecurity is a topic at hand, which is extremely important. As cybersecurity experts, we know that this adversary effect that is out there in the world today, especially with ransomware or with companies getting hacked, with people getting bullied online, this is becoming a major issue in the industry and the world today. So I look forward to being a part of this club and sharing a lot of the knowledge that I've gathered over the years and being, contributing to this initiative that you guys have put together.
Thank you, Hemen. You'll be surprised that out of all the 15 cities in the world, including some of the cities in India, DLC has received the maximum support in New York. It has been an overwhelming, overarching support. 150 honorary committee members, men and women like yourself of eminence to a different level, from ex-dean of Cornell University to somebody who's been with Barack Obama in various advisory positions within the White House, to multiple people across America. It's been amazing. And this year we are spreading our wings across to 6 more cities in America. DC, Houston, Boston, Chicago, LA, and San Francisco. It's going to be second home to us, and our second headquarters is going to be New York. I'm really looking forward and excited to meet you in person very soon. Thank you, Hemen. I would like to invite our next guest who's in person present across at the studios with me, Khushbu Jain. She's from our Mumbai chapter. And Khushbu Jain, an advocate of Supreme Court, advisor to many startups in structuring compliances, drafting agreements. Khushbu is a member of Women Economic Forum. She has represented IOCL and has had consultations with Ministry of Petroleum and Natural Gas for dual diesel policy of India, appearing against Microsoft for infringement of privacy, and was one of our most landmark cases. Khushbu, a very warm welcome.
Thank you so much. It's actually a wonderful initiative you have taken. Very short period of time. It was hardly at the pandemic that you started. You thought about, you gave a call, and I was like, it would be a small group of people you want to converse and have a meeting. But I did not know it was going to be at such a large scale.
So everybody goes through this, till the time they don't come and see it or they don't get into it. I'm sure most of the people sitting there, when they received the first call from us, some of them we knew, some of them we never knew, and they become amazing friends and people with whom we communicate regularly throughout. It's so exciting because the reach and the number of human lives that you can touch is amazing. You have the honor of introducing our next guest.
So I would like to invite our next guest from DLC Singapore chapter, Deric Karunesudas. He's director of Cybersecurity PT Singapore. He represented Tech Mahindra in IFS World Congress Conference Paris. He's a mentor, investor, and advisor to many early stage startups. Deric is also a TEDx speaker. Welcome, Deric.
Thank you. Always a pleasure, Jimmy. DLC to me truly personifies how to enjoy other people's success. And cybersecurity specifically would fuel the digital transformation journey for many organizations, not only enterprises, but also consumers in days to come. I think it's a great platform. You're trying to connect, and all the best to everybody.
We're going to count on you and your support and suggestions at all times to do it. Thank you, Deric, for being with us. Khushbu, thank you.
Thank you so
It's
much.
a pleasure to have you with us at our studios in Mumbai. I have my next guest of honor from our DLC Delhi chapter. Again, a friend, somebody whom I know for the last couple of years, and somebody I look up to, Dr. Muktesh, Chander, a Special Commissioner of Police, New Delhi, regularly featured in NDTV, Business World, Economic Times, and many more. Honored with PhD in Information Security Management by IIT Delhi. Dr. Chander has been awarded the President's Police Medal, UN Service Medal, and Police Medal for Hard Duty. He's a columnist at multiple national publications, but more important than that, he's a friend and he's an amazing musician.
Thank you, Jimmy. First of all, it's an honor to be associated with the DLC. Cybersecurity is of importance to everyone in the society, individuals, organizations, government, and even at the global level. There is no one who is not affected in this world, cyber world, or who is not connected. I see the cyber security from three different perspectives, as I told you, from the perspective of the citizens, from the perspective of organizations, but more so from the national security perspective. This is what I have been researching. This is what I have been doing when I was in the Center Director, National Critical Information Infrastructure Protection Center. And I'm very, very excited to be associated with DLC for the work it is doing globally. And I'm sure there will be a lot of such events planned in future so that every aspect of society is covered into this cybersecurity domain. This is what I have to say for the time being. And as and when the opportunity comes, I would share. I have got a lot of thoughts. I learned a lot during my evening cybersecurity fellowship in UK, and as and when the opportunity comes, I will share my thoughts. Thank you, Jimmy, for inviting me to this great event.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to have you with us, and people of your eminence give us all the strength to make sure that we go out to the world and we share our knowledge across, knowledge that's really coming crystallized by domain experts like yourself. Our next guest of honor this evening is Alice Namuli, Partner Head of Technology, Katende, Ssempebwa and Company, advocates and award-winning lawyer, international speaker and author. Alice specializes in technology and the law with a keen interest in artificial intelligence, blockchain, cryptocurrencies, fintech, cyberlaw, and data protection. She has been awarded as the top 5 most influential women in legal tech.
So glad to be part of DLC. I feel that being part of this committee is like something that should have happened a long time ago because I think someone mentioned earlier, cybersecurity has no jurisdiction. So one of the things we believe in out here is that collaboration is extremely key, how to benchmark from one jurisdiction to another, because this is a war, something we should all, I think, join hands and work together. You know, everyone now is online, we have learners online, we have remote workers. The question is that, are we safe? How safe are we? And what vulnerabilities do we face? So being part of this committee and coming up, with solutions for all these challenges definitely we are facing is definitely a great deal. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Alice. Thank you for being with us. Our next speaker is from New York chapter again, CEO and Managing Director of Brison LLC. He has been listed as one of the world's most influential thought leaders in security by IFSEC Global, a recipient of number 5 IFSEC Global Most Influential Leader in Security and Fire in 2020. Malcolm is a certified speaker, coach, and trainer, also a board member of ASIS Global Board of Directors. Malcolm, a very warm welcome from all of us at DLC.
Thank you, Jimmy, and good morning to all. Morning to all my colleagues all over the world. I'm Malcolm Reid, and I'm pleased to be here as part of this this group of esteemed individuals. I would like to thank Mr. Jimmy Mistry and his team for putting together such an esteemed and such a powerful group in terms of thought leadership globally. My concept of all of us are smarter than one of us really, really resonates here, because as this group putting together this group of great minds, we can really contribute to the ecosystem here, contribute to cybersecurity. Cybersecurity for me, as most of my colleagues already know, the cybersecurity triad: confidentiality, integrity, availability. I've spent my entire career focusing on that availability component, which is where that cyber resilience sits, that intersection point between physical security, cybersecurity, and business continuity. So again, I would love to connect with all of you here as well, and best of luck for everyone here on call. Thank you.
Thank you, Malcolm. I have the pleasure to invite Ashley, who's our chapter director from London.
And good evening to all of you from across the world. My name is Ashley Kataria, and I'm the director of the London chapter. And I'm very honored to introduce our next guest speaker from the Delhi chapter, Professor Triveni Singh, SP Cybercrimes, Uttar Pradesh Police. He has been awarded the President Medal for Gallantry by the President of India Cyber Cop of the year 2012, and Certificate of Honor by Director CBI. Welcome, Professor Triveni.
Thank you. I'm really grateful to DLC, which has given me this opportunity to get connected with such a larger audience from across the world. In my capacity, I would like to connect with all cyber cops of India. There has been exponential rise in cybercrime nowadays, and the cybercrime is getting more and more sophisticated, more and more technical by nature. And the cyber criminals are, in fact, they are collaborating from across the world. They are getting international syndicate, and that's why I want to use this forum to collaborate with other law enforcement agencies from across the world and to bust these kind of rackets which is evolving on day-to-day basis. As recently we have seen in many more cyber attack cases, ransomware attack cases. So I want to unite through this forum all the law enforcement agencies from different parts of the world and to crack, to make a clamp down on such cartel which are emerging recently. Thank you.
Thank you. Pleasure to speak with you, Professor.
The next guest I would like to introduce is from the London chapter, Francis West, the CEO of Security Everywhere. The recipient of the Buckinghamshire Business School CPD Award, Francis is an expert in IT systems, cybersecurity, and using technology. Francis is on the mission to educate and protect over 1 million people by 2025 of cybersecurity issues.
Thank you so much for the introduction. I've got nothing more to say. I just want to say, you heard my mission there, and it is so amazing to reach out to people around the world that have the same mindset, because cybersecurity is a journey, not a destination. There are something like 9.5 million small businesses in the UK, and every 17 seconds, one of them suffers a successful cyber attack. So the more we can help and educate people, the more people we're going to help be free to carry on and do their own business. So thank you, DLC. Thank you for helping me make my mission so much easier. Thank you.
Thank you, Francis. I think we should take it up as one of the social impact causes that we wish to further the cause that you already set up to impact the lives of 1 million people and save them against cyber attack. We would be more than happy to take it up. I'll speak to Rohit and we'll take this up. So thank you. Let's welcome Shilpi again to introduce Dr. Karen Toe.
We would like to invite our next guest, Dr. Karen Toe, CSO Bond Holdings, the company that won the Emerging Excellence as a Boutique Developer by Asia Pacific CSR Council. Dr. Karen has been awarded as the top 30 woman in cybersecurity, Malaysia 2020. Welcome, Dr. Karen.
Dr. Karen.
Hello.
Good evening and welcome from all of us from Mumbai.
Yes. Hi. So I'm Dr. Karen Teo from Malaysia. First of all, I'm truly honored and excited to be part of DLC. So to be among captains of industries and great minds. So truly honored. And I'm looking forward to contribute my skills and experience in cybersecurity to bring positive impact at the global platform. Looking forward to collaboration and working together with all of you so that we can look into synergy between cybersecurity and business. And my goal is I'm looking to bring up to 20% of women in cybersecurity at the world level. So let's looking forward to that. And I believe that as a whole, we are greater than the sum of our parts. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Karen.
So we have Mr. K.K. Mukhi from our New York chapter. He is a principal consultant and founder at Network Intelligence and IIS.
Thank you very much to Jimmy and DLC, and it's such an honor to be in this esteemed group of people, and I'm really looking forward, how we can contribute. My goal in life is to evangelize the whole concept of cybersecurity amongst, people who are looking to break into the field, to build their careers, and also for people at home, right? Like my parents, my kids, how do we make cyber a safer space for everyone around? That's, I think, very important. So I look forward to the next step.
KK, you actually hit the nail on its head. Everybody needs to be helped with cybersecurity, but there are two segments which really need our focus: old people and young children. I think these are the most dastardly attacks that happen on them, and they have nobody to turn to. Younger people can actually bear the brunt and start all over again. Older people, when they lose their life savings, older people, when they go through these attacks, are emotionally tormented. COVID has already tormented them enough. They are already facing the brunt, but cyber attacks finish them off completely, and so do young children and young kids overall. So I think we are all on the same page, resolute, very strong to make sure we try and implement in the maximum possible way and touch as many human lives and save them from this evil. Thank you, Shilpi, for being here.
Thank you so much.
I have the pleasure to introduce our next young speaker, Mistry, on stage.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. I'd now like to invite Mr. Nadeem Manyar from the DLC Dubai chapter. He's the Director of Fraud and Forensic Services, Crown UAE. He comes with an expertise in anti-money laundering, combating the finance of terrorism, forensics, fraud risks, consulting, and advisory. Welcome, Mr. Nadeem.
It's a pleasure to be part of Della Leaders Club, of course. Thank you so much for creating this platform, Jimmy. And to be frank, for all of us here, I resonate so much with all the speakers. And to be frank, it is too much to absorb in one day. And I can expect how much we need to absorb in future. Especially, frauds have become, unfortunately, it has become part of everyday life. And we need to be trying to stay ahead. And I'm sure this community will help us and others to stay ahead and make the future generation safer. And really, Jimmy, hats off to you. In such a short time, you created this platform and got thousands of like-minded people together. Thank you.
Thank you, Nadeem.
Would now love to move into the Q&A section. Our first question is by Mr. Rohit Srivastava, founder, rohit11.com.
Rohit, warm welcome from all of us.
Hi.
Rohit is a friend, and he has been a consultant supporting the DLC Security and Cybersecurity Committee right from its inception. And he's also responsible for the DLC servers to be prevented from cyber attacks. Over to you, Rohit.
Hey, thanks, Jimmy. Good evening, everyone. I'm really excited to be part of this group and forum which has been created to bring all of the entrepreneurs in this area together. Practically good to have people to help each other, but again, the best part would be coming out where we would be in a position to help other committee members in different other communities to become stronger on cybersecurity. So I look forward to contribute in all possible manner, and good to be here to Jimmy.
Thank you, Rohit. Before the next question comes in, I would like to reach out to all of you. We are now, I think, about 70 members in our cybersecurity committee. Please help us fill in vacancies across with some amazing people that you know within the world of security and cybersecurity who are going to add value to us. No matter which city in the world they belong to, it doesn't matter. It'll be amazing to have the best, most influential cybersecurity experts across within this global community that we have created. We started with 15 cities. We are reaching out to the next 15 cities. And every 6 months, it's our endeavor to keep expanding. When I say reaching out, it's not just purely an online endeavor in New York or in London. Everywhere we are setting up companies, we are physically registering our offices, we are hiring office staff, setting up a Chroma studio like this so that we can do content generation at ground zero. 600 pieces of content every 30 days to be churned up with the first 15 cities. And the next 15 cities coming in, another 300 get added. So it's going to be an Herculean task. Very soon, DLC becomes the world's largest consolidator of day-to-day business content and knowledge. We have the next question from Mr. Wing Commander R.D. Deshpande.
Good evening, everyone. Thanks a lot for this fantastic opportunity, for creating such a fantastic platform where the global professionals and leaders can come at one place, interact, and deliver the solutions which are at the global level. I think it's a true transformational journey that you've embarked on, and day by day the earth is reducing in terms of interaction. The boundaries are, it's becoming more and more porous, and that's why we see the role of security and cybersecurity coming alive more and kicking. I see a great opportunity for everyone to contribute in the most holistic manner that they can, and I am personally thankful, Jimmy, for all that you've done. It's a fantastic platform that you've created. So hats off to you and to everyone else who has been an able and active contributor in this journey.
Thank you. We've unleashed the power of DLC to the best of our ability. We've really deputed some amazing amount of resources, more than 100 full-time employees. This month, we are interviewing more. We are creating the production studios globally. We are hopefully to induct another 65 more people. So 165 people working full-time. There are no part-time people across at DLC. It's a huge endeavor across these 7 countries, 15 cities, and setting up offices. Our whole endeavor will yield result when people like you support us to achieve what we've desired to achieve. Mr. Pavan Duggal wishes to speak. Please go ahead, sir.
After this fantastic launch, the first question for the committee. What is the vision? What is the agenda? What are the targets? And what are the achievable milestones? Any thought processes for the committee?
Yes. The committee landing page on DLC platform is the place where you'll be having the agenda, the vision, the way of executing that vision. It begins with 25 content pieces that have been lined up, which we feel post-pandemic are the most relevant, highly impactful and relevant. A masterclass, 4 DLC talks coming in from across the world, a couple of blogs, podcasts, and a live chat every month. This content is going to be new and refreshing every month based on the vision and the purpose of this committee that we've set up. Give us another 2 weeks and we'll be able to put up the agenda not only of this meeting. The video of this meeting goes live, testimonials go live, new members getting added go live. So the committee page becomes our point of conversation, apart from the LinkedIn handle that we've set up. The committee puts all its words into action. People from this committee would be encouraged to join our social impact causes where their hearts resonate. They might be cybersecurity experts, but they may be wanting to do girl education, or they may be wanting to do animal welfare or surviving and the wild. Whichever social impact causes resonate with you, you may choose to join them. That's a separate activation. DLC Cybersecurity and Security Committee is a separate activation. People within the committee will reach out across. You have a first degree connect to anybody you wish to over here. You don't need DLC to do it. DLC plans to have total 3 meetings, not more. So no housekeeping, coming direct to the purpose and achieving the cause that we set forth to achieve. 3 meetings a year, concluding with a global security and cybersecurity summit happening at our global DLC summit headquarters in Lonavala. Of course, during this pandemic, we cannot lay down the dates, but I'm sure by next year, COVID is going to be like flu, like everybody else says, and it's going to be a thing of the past. We will make ourselves accountable. The whole purpose of these global summits is not to make money, not to give fake awards, but to make ourselves accountable with a report card. What have we achieved in the entire year? What content have we rolled out? What people's lives have we touched? And how many social impact causes have we played an active role into? So this is the vision. DLC also proposes to have another area known as DLC top 10 listings. The top 10 cybersecurity experts, the top 10 consultants in city by city, not certified by Jimmy Mistry or DLC team, but certified by the Security and Cybersecurity Committee online, where you can see each other's votes and rank people in real time. Also, the Global Summit Awards are going to be ranked by each and every one of you, and you'll be able to see each other's votes, who's voted for whom, and hence the award goes to the most deserving person. So we've laid down the foundation of DLC in a very strong manner and kept commercialization of DLC out of the DNA. We are happy with the subscription money that we will be getting across from our members, and that's the only legitimate earning of DLC. As many entrepreneurs' lives and become a support. DLC Genie is going to be another tool on DLC platform. It's a PWA that we've set up, which helps people in distress to reach out. So let's say somebody's gone through a cyber attack. He will have a consultant or he may have an advisor, but he needs a soundboard, somebody who's not commercially involved to give guidance. That's where DLC comes into picture. Like that, there are multiple issues. Somebody's family requires a cancer surgeon's appointment at Mayo. It's our job to leverage the power of DLC global community and help our members in the best possible way we can. So with that, we come to the end of today's evening. I hope you guys have enjoyed a good time, as we've enjoyed hosting you all. I hope to catch up with each and every one of you someday later or sooner in person. My mobile numbers are with all of you. My email IDs are with all of you. Feel free to reach out to me at any point in time. Advise us, guide us, support us. We need your support as on today. Thank you. It's been wonderful hosting all of you.